Hi, I'm Bethany Karchner. I'm teaching a really fun class called All About Me, and this is the album we're going to be doing at StashToTreasure.net, and I wanted to give you a sample of what my class will be like. So today I'm going to show you a video on how I made this little this little flip page right here.
Okay, today I'm working on the cover of my album, and I've got this is my cover background right here, and then I was going to make this little kind of like a peekaboo type thing on the cover like this, and I'm just kind of experimenting, trying to figure out what I want to do. Now, how to make this background is in my class, but this one I haven't talked about, and what I did was I took Blue Bayou Shimmer's pearls, and it's this color right here, and I had a little bit extra on my brush, so I just kind of swept it on here. And then I took the, oops, it's even open still, the Lime into Coconut colorings, which is one of Shimmer's new products that I'm seriously in love with these products. The color is awesome intense. And so I took that and I know I could have just sprayed it, but I just dumped it on and took my paintbrush and kind of just went around. So that's how I got this cool, interesting effect. And then I just dried it with my heat gun because I'm too impatient. Looks like I got some dribbles on it right here, so I'll take that. There we go. And then I just spritzed with no yoking on the back, and I got a couple of dribbles on it just from here because it wasn't quite dry. And then because I had a little bit of Lime into Coconut green left on my brush, I kind of went around the edges and gave it kind of this brushed look here. So that's how I made this little piece right here. Now, I really like this idea of putting a heart here and having it kind of coming off, like flying off this part right here, almost using this as a way to open up my little peekaboo type thing. But I want to do something interesting with this heart, and I'm going to see if this experiment works. We'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this heart with gesso first of all. Now I'm going to use the DecoArt gesso. I really like this brand because it's really nice and thick, so it's fun to do different things with it. So I'm going to paint this, and now I'm painting it white because gesso is a product that gives your surface some tooth, so it'll accept different colors and paints better. Now, I don't like using raw chipboard a whole lot because it kind of sucks up your paint and leaves it kind of grayish and icky. I like an intense color, and this will allow me to have intense color. Now, I also want to paint the other side because I'm going to be having the heart is going to be kind of sticking out, and I don't want my other side to be blank. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Bleeding Heart colorings, and I'm going to spray it on my heart here. Alright, now I have finished one side of my heart. I just dried it off, and you can see that the edges and the back have not been sprayed yet. But what a cool look this is. And it dried all mottled because I used my heat gun. And the ink, or the paint, smooshed around as it was drying. So I really like this. It's a very cool look, especially because it's going to be going on this, which is real kind of mottled itself and painty. So that's really pretty. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be spraying this other side, and I'm going to dry that. And I'm also going to be kind of dipping my edges into the side here to make sure that everything gets covered. And there's this little part right here that's kind of troublesome, so I'm just going to use my finger there. And I'm not worried about my fingers being all stained because this product is water-based and it will come right off when I wash my hands. I don't even have to scrub them with specialty bath salts or anything. So, alright, I'm going to dry this off. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of stamping on this to add some more interest because it's kind of blank. So I'm going to add some stamping to that. Now, I really like my StazOn ink pad, and this ink, or this stamp here is by Judykins, and it is a script stamp, and it just has all the bunch of different artist signatures on it, and I think it's like the coolest stamp in the whole wide world. So I'm just going to stamp down. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Let's see how it looks with my heart. That's good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a little bit here. I don't like how there's like a line there. And I am going to add just a smidgen of this direct Blue Bayou dribble to here. So I'm going to take a wet brush. I know you've probably seen this technique before. Very simple. Move my heart. I don't want him to get splattered. And splatter just a little bit here. There we go. All right. Okay, I've done a couple more things on my front cover of my album that I wanted to share with you. First of all, I stamped some circles down here, and this is a background stamp by Hero Art. I did that, and then I also glued this ribbon on. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be experimenting now with this DecoArt one-step crackle. I want a little bit more on my heart. I'm going to put some crackle on it. We're going to see what happens. I've never done this before with the colorings, and so this could be a horrible disaster or it could be pretty cool. All going one way, so I think probably you're going to have to go one way when you're painting, because if you don't, I think the crackles will be different ways, which doesn't really matter, but I kind of want them all to go one way. And I don't want to work it too much because it will probably mess up my crackling.